Continuing on the combination of quadrant, we'll go to the next problem, how to analyze this problem and to solve by using AutoCAD software. Draw the projections of the following points on the same XY line, comma, keeping convenient distance between each projections. Name the quadrants in which they lie. Capital P is 10 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. Capital Q is 15 mm above HP and 25 mm behind VP. Capital R 25 mm below HP and is in VP. And capital S 40 mm above HP and in VP. So here, if you take the first condition above HP and in front of VP, so this will satisfy the position of the first quadrant, the condition of the first quadrant, wherein in the first quadrant it says above HP and in front of VP. So obviously capital P lies in first quadrant. Capital Q is 15 mm above HP and 25 mm behind VP. So the condition what it says is above HP and behind VP. So this will satisfy the condition of the second quadrant, wherein the above HP and second quadrant also a point is above HP and behind VP. So obviously capital Q should lie on the second quadrant. So when you take the capital R 25 mm below HP and in VP, so below HP condition will be satisfied because since it is in VP, now we have to check for the condition of below HP. So below HP condition is satisfied in third and as well as in the fourth quadrant, wherein below HP behind VP is third quadrant and below HP in front of VP is in fourth quadrant. So since it is in VP, obviously capital R lies in third as well as fourth quadrant. And capital S is 40 mm above HP and in VP. So obviously it should be above HP since it is in VP. So we have to check for the condition of above HP. Above HP is there in both first and as well as the second quadrant. Above HP in front of VP the first quadrant, above HP and behind VP is in second quadrant. Since the point is in VP, obviously capital S lies in first as well as second quadrant. So we will try to analyze this problem by using this three-dimensional analysis. So first capital P is 10 mm above HP. So when you look from the front view, it lies in VP, and 15 mm in front of VP. So obviously it should be this lies on HP. So when HP is rotated down, so obviously the point P will be in the first quadrant. So here P dash is above XY line and P is below XY line. So when you take the second quadrant, so point capital Q is 15 mm above HP and 25 mm behind VP. So you are in the second quadrant. When you look from the front view, you can see the distance above HP of 15 mm lies in VP and 25 mm behind VP is seen in HP. So when HP is rotated to the top, so both front view and top view will be above XY line, which can be seen here. And see here, when it is below HP by 25 mm and it is on VP, so obviously when it is on VP, it will be on HP. So when it is 25 mm below HP, so below HP condition is there in third quadrant and as well as in the fourth quadrant. When HP is rotated down and the HP in the third quadrant will go to the top, but obviously R and R dash will be on the R will be on XY line and R dash will be below XY line. Similarly, above HP on VP, so above HP condition is there in first and as well as the second quadrant. So it is on VP. So obviously the image will be G, S will be on HP. So it is when you look from the front view, we can see above HP. So here it is in first and as well as in the second quadrant. When HP is rotated down in the first quadrant, HP is rotated to the top, but the image will going to lie at the same position. So S will be below on XY line and S dash will be on above XY line. So this is how you will be able to analyze this problem. Now we will going to try to solve this problem by using AutoCAD software. So to do that, so first we'll go to the AutoCAD screen and then you switch off the grid mode and switch on the ortho mode. So now we'll go for the command limits. So specify lower left corner 0, 0, upper right corner 297, 210, then zoom all. Then go to line, select some arbitrary point, click on first button of the mouse and drag the mouse to the right side and take some distance and click on first button of the mouse. And take the cursor to the top side, take some distance and click on first button of the mouse. And then go to offset, take the distance as 297, select this vertical line and offset to the left side, and again go to the offset, take the distance as 210, select this horizontal line and offset to the top side, and then go to zoom, extends and zoom 0.6x, then go to fillet, select this vertical line and this horizontal line, and similarly this horizontal and this vertical and this vertical and this horizontal, and take zoom window, and then go to dtext, specify start point of text, select some point and take the height as 4, rotation angle of text as 0, and type the problem number 23. Draw the projections of the following points on the same XY line, keeping convenient distance between each projections. Name the quadrants in which they lie. So problem number 23. So to do that, go to 23. Draw the projections of the following points on the same XY line. So keeping convenient distance between each projectors. Name the quadrant in which they lie. So here, so first point is P. P is 10 mm above HP. P is 10 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. Capital Q, 15 mm above HP, 15 mm above HP and 25 mm behind VP. Capital R, 25 mm below HP, and in VP. And then capital S, 40 mm above HP and in VP. Now this is the problem. Now we are going to write the solutions for this. So to do that, so we have to solve this problem now. So before doing that, first we'll go for zoom window, take it near to the screen and go to layer and click on new, type the layer by name XY, enter, then click on new, type the layer by name front view, click on new, type the layer by name top view. So here, go to XY, layer 0 is 0.05 and layer XY as 0.13. So then front view, you take it as magenta color, then the top view as red color. Then say, close it. Then go to line command. So first we're going to draw a horizontal line of any convenient distance. And then the first point is point P is 10 and 15. So obviously first we're going to draw a line of any distance and go to offset, take the distance as 10 to the top and then take 15 to the bottom. Then go to trim, select these two as the cutting edges and then object to trim as this and this. Then go to erase this line and erase this line. So the first is over. The second point is both are above XY line. So here go to line, take nearest point, take any convenient distance here between these two projectors and go to offset, take 15 mm above HP and 25 mm behind VP. Then go to trim. So trim this line till here. Then go to donut, take the distance as 0 and take this as 3 and take INT of this and take INT of this and then end point of this and take end of this. Then erase these two. Then you take from the down. So go to line, take nearest point on this and take it down, offset 25 mm below HP. Now you take trim this line till here, then go to erase, then you take this to the top now. So go to line, take nearest point on this and draw a vertical line, offset 40 mm above HP. So go to trim, select this as the cutting edge and object to trim as this and then go to erase. So go to donut, outside diameter. So here you take end point of this and then intersection point of this, and take endpoint of this, and take int of this. So now we're going to go for the break this till here, and you break this till here. Once you do that, then go to ch, select this, and go to layer, make this layer as XY, change this. Then go to dtext, select this, take the height as 3, rotation angle as 0, type XY, then here P dash, so obviously this should be P dash, so this should be P, and 15 mm, so this is Q dash, and 25 mm behind VP, so this is Q, and below HP this is R dash, and this is R, and this is S dash, and this is S. Then you go to DDIM, then go to modify, then you make it 0, then go to text, aligned, text height as 3, centered as above, then offset from the dimension line as 2. Then go to symbols and arrows, take the arrow size as 3, go to lines, take offset from the origin as 2, and say OK, and then say close. Now we need to zoom previous, you take it out, then go to zoom window, and then move, put out the ortho mode. So first you will going to move this in an order so that you will not have any confusion. So go to P dash, and you take P, then here it is Q, here it is Q dash, then here it is R, then R dash. So all the things should be done methodically so that you will not going to lose any steps. So go to P dash, then you select Q dash, then you select R dash, then you select S dash, then go to CH. All these are considered to be front view, so you change it directly. Then again go to top view now, Q, R, and then yes, go to CH. So go to layer, make this layer as top view now. Now once you do that, now we go for dim, then go to center of this, and take intersection point of this. So you're going to get 10. Again go to center of this, and take intersection point of this. So we're going to get 15. Again go to center of this, and take int of this. So we're going to get 15. Go to center of this, take int of this, and you will going to get 25. Go to center of this, take center of this. So here 25, take center of this, and take center of this. So you're going to get 40. So this is how you'll be able to get the answer for this. Once you do that, then go to zoom previous. Now we'll go for the text. So here we will going to type the answers now. So type answers. So here zoom window, the text. So capital P is in first quadrant, capital Q second quadrant, capital R is in below HP and in VP, below HP and in VP, so both in second, third and as well as fourth, third as well as fourth quadrant, and capital S first as well as second quadrant. So this is how you will be able to get the answer. Of course, all these things I'm looking at this, and then we are writing here, then you just enter it. So this is how you will be able to write the answer. This is how you will going to be able to solve this problem using AutoCAD software. Thank you.